Hello students, myself Vijay Badoria, Study Point, Inter College, Khairabad, Sitapur. Today I am going to explain you question number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of exercise 5.1. Now see the question number 3. Consider two postulates given below. Given any two distinct points A and B, there exists a third point C which is in between A and B. Given and second is there exist at least 3 points that are not on the same plane. Do these postulate contains any undefined term? Are these postulate consistent? Do they follow from Euclid postulate? Explain. Okay, given any two, so there are several undefined terms which the students should not let to explain. They are consistent because they deal with two different situations. First is given any two distinct point A and B, there exists a third point C which is in between A and B. Say that a given point AB and there is a point C lying on the line in between them. Okay, suppose this A and B, two given points are given A and B. Okay, these are 2 points, and by joining these 2 points there is a line, and there we will take a point C on it which is between these 2 points. Okay, see that the given 2 points A and B, and there is a point C lying on the line in between them. Okay, second is there exist at least 3 points that are not on the same plane. Okay, says that given A and B we can take C not lying on the line through A and B. Okay, in this here it is A and B. Suppose here it is A and here it is B. We are taking C point not lying on AB. We will take C. Suppose we are taking C is here. Okay, A and B is here, A and B is here, but we are not taking C point on this line. We are taking C outside from it. Okay, so these postulates do not follow from Euclid postulate. Okay, these postulates do not follow from Euclid postulate. However, they follow from incident stated as through two distinct points there is a unique line that passes through them. Okay, two different points, by the two distinct point there is a unique line pass through them. Okay, there will be not several lines, there will be only one line that can pass through two different points. Okay, and third point C may be lie on this line, but it is not compulsory that it will lie on the line. Okay, it will be outside the line. Okay, now see the next question. Next question is if a point C lies between 2 points A and B such that AC equal to BC. Okay, then prove that AC equal to half AB. Explain by drawing the figure. It is in the question, it is saying if a point C lies between 2 points A and B such that AC equal to BC. This is the AB and we are taking point C between AB, AC equal to CB. Okay, AC equal to BC or CB. Okay, so it is AC equal to BC. As you know, it is given AC equal to BC. AC equal to BC is given. AC equal to BC is given. We are not doing anything. We are writing that is given AC equal to BC. Okay, we are adding in AC is AC also. AC here we will add this side we will add AC plus AC, and here it is BC plus AC. We are adding same thing on the both side. There will be no effect on the result. Okay, so AC plus AC equal to AC plus BC. We are not doing anything. AC equal to BC was given and we are adding the same thing on the both sides. Okay, so AC plus AC equal to BC plus AC. AC plus AC will be 2AC. Okay, as you know, x plus x is 2x. In the same way, x plus x equal to 2x. In the same way, AC plus AC equal to 2AC. Okay, and AC plus BC is AB whole. Okay, as you are seeing in the figure, AC plus BC is AB. So we can write AC plus AB as AB. shift 2 in the upon, it will go in the upon. So AC equal to AB upon 2. We can write AB upon 2 as AC equal to AB upon 2. 2 will come in upon AB upon 2, and you can write AC equal to 1 upon 2 AB. So this is the which we will have to prove. Okay, now see the next question. In this question, point C is called a midpoint of line segment AB. C is midpoint of AB. Okay, prove that every line segment has one and only one midpoint. Okay, in question 4, point C is called midpoint of line segment AB. Prove that every line segment has one and only one midpoint. How will we solve this? See, if possible let D be another midpoint of AB. हम ये एज्यूम करते हैं कि चलिए 2 पॉइंट हो सकते हैं, तो हम C तो गिवन ही है, एक और एज्यूम कर लेते हैं पॉइंट D जो कि हम मानते हैं मिड पॉइंट है. ओके, so it will be AD. If D is midpoint of AB, so it will be AD equal to DB, because D is the midpoint, so we can write AD equal to DB. We write AD equal to AB, but it is given that C is the midpoint of AB, so we can write also AC equal to BC. We written AC equal to CB. This is equation 1 and this is equation 2. Okay, this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. Now AD equal to DB is equation 1 and AC equal to CB is equation 2. Subtracting equation 1 from 2. We are subtracting equation 1 from 2. So AC minus AD, here in the left side it is AC and in the left side it is AD. So AC minus AD equal to CB minus DB, because we are subtracting equation 1 from 2, not 2 from 1. We are subtracting equation 1 from 2. So AC minus AD equal to CB minus DB. AC minus AD, AC minus AD. To understand this, see the figure. AC minus AD, AC minus AD. If you are subtracting AD from AC, what will left? DC. Okay, DC. If you are subtracting from AC AD, you are subtracting AD from AC, so it will left. From the AC you will cut the AD, what will left? DC. Okay, we will write DC. And CB minus DB, CB minus DB, CB minus DB, it will be minus DC. Okay, it will be minus DB. CB minus DB, CB minus DB, you cannot subtract CB from DB, but you can subtract DB from CB. You can subtract CB from DB. So if you are subtracting from DB CB, what will left? DC, but it will be negative sign because this DB is greater and it has negative sign, so it will be minus DC. Shift minus DC to this side, DC plus DC, it will be DC plus DC, it will come this, and here it will be 0. So DC plus DC equal to 2DC equal to 0. DC equal to 0. DC equal to 0 means there will be no difference in these 2 points. अब जब दोनों के बीच की डिस्टेंस DC में कोई मतलब DC 0 आ रहा तो मतलब ये एक ही पॉइंट होंगे. सो C and D coincide. Okay, thus every line segment has one and only one midpoint. Okay, now see the next question. It is given. Now see the next question. In the figure, AC equal to BD, AC equal to BD, it is given. AC equal to BD. Okay, you can write AC equal to AB plus BC. You can write AC as AB plus BC. We will write AC equal to AB plus BC. Okay, and BD equal to, we can write BD equal to BC plus CD. BD equal to BC plus CD. You can write AC. You can write AC as AB plus BC. Okay, AB plus BC. And BD, you can write BD as BC plus CD. Okay, we wrote this was the equation 1, this is the equation 2, and this is the equation 3. Substituting for AC and BD from 2 and 3, 1 we get. Okay, we will put the value of AC and BD in equation 1. AC is AB plus BC. Okay, it is given AC equal to BD, it was given in the equation 1, and AC is AB plus BC, so in place of AC we will put AB plus BC, and BD is BC plus CD, so in place of BD we will put BC plus CD. Okay, now subtract is AB plus BC, BC plus CD, subtract BC from both sides, AB plus BC as it is, minus BC, BC plus CD, CD as it is, and minus BC. We are subtracting BC from the both side. BC will cancel out, it will left AB, and BC minus BC, it will left CD. So AB equal to CD. This was we have to prove. I hope you understand. Now thank you and have a good day for you.